Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. Your buddy Johnny Radio's in the house. I got Jay Morgan chilling out with us. We got Cope today at noon talking National Football League. How good is this Bills team?
They might be for real, John. They're going into Miami this week, though. How about this Buffalo-Miami game of the week? Did you think you would live long enough, John, to see a Buffalo-Miami game of the week in the National Football League?
Yes, I did. Because you know what? I believe that one day that the Jags and the Texans are going to play for the AFC Championship.
That.
And I want to live to see it because it's probably at least another 60 years away. You think I got another 60 in me?
Absolutely, John.
Golly, you're nice.
But not to have a production meeting on the air, but Dustin Starr today at 11:30?
Yes, Dustin Starr.
Oh, how about
Talking
that?
a little bit of Starr today at 11:30. Find out what's going on in the world of wrestling. Finding out what's going on. I got a Grizz, by the way. You know I got one of those Grizz Redbird themed
Grizz
jerseys.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
My mom wants to go get some on Saturday. She wants me to go with her. I was like, there's football
Ooh,
on Saturday, Mom.
it's very nice. I got it in my car. I'll go get it during the break.
And show it off.
You know what, Terry? The love that you showed me when my girl was out of town, I think I almost feel like I got to give you one, right?
Well, John, I don't want to pressure you into anything, but she would surely appreciate it.
Oh, I might have to just do that. She's such a sweet lady. By the way, this show causes her a little bit of pain, I hear.
Why is that?
Because of all the goofy things that you say.
Well, now, John, that's true. I feel like that's a fact, and I just have to leave it at that.
I think you do. One thing that you cannot leave behind, because football is here, and everybody's talking football. But right now, there's some magical things going around. Major League Baseball, Albert Pujols 2 away from 700. How historic is that? Pretty damn historic, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know this. Only 3 other dudes have ever hit 700. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
And only, 5 have hit 60 home runs. So Aaron Judge is going after that, too.
That's the other thing. Did you see Judge hit his 60th last night, 9th inning, and then all of a sudden...
I saw Giancarlo hit a bomb in the 9th.
Dude, that ball got out so fast.
That dude's unbelievable,
That ball did not... I didn't think there was any chance when it went off the bat that it was going to actually be able to get over the fence. It was a low-line drive. It was a missile going 118 miles an hour.
This is a bold futures bet, John, and obviously not one we have to talk about now. This season's not even over yet. But I'll tell you what, the way that Giancarlo Stanton has played the second half of this year, I might place a little early futures bet on him to win MVP next year. Back-to-back MVPs in the American League for the Yankees.
Ooh, I don't know.
Giancarlo hitting the ball the way he is right now.
Okay. I got to kind of interrupt you. I don't know if you realize, did you know that Aaron Judge... And again, this is the teammate that Stanton would be competing with. The first time since Miguel Cabrera. Did you realize that he's right now the leader in the Triple Crown in the American League?
That's right.
You know it's September, brother.
Well, but next year is what I'm saying for Giancarlo.
What do you think? One day, all of a sudden, Giancarlo Stanton is going to hit 60 bombs?
Yes, I do.
You think he's going to bat 280?
And here's the thing, John. Here's the factor for Aaron Judge is this is technically a contract year. So next year, the year after a contract year, big drop-off. That's all I'm saying, John. But I'm getting ahead of myself. He's awesome right now.
He's going to get his money, and Aaron Judge right now is an absolute madman. I got to say, though, the young men who gave the Judge home run ball back last night, did you see any of this?
Didn't even ask any money for it.
Didn't ask for any money.
Well, they did get a picture. They didn't want anything in return. Well, they wanted a picture, okay? So let's pump the brakes on doing that out of the goodness of your heart. You got a picture with Aaron Judge.
And these are young, sweet kids. I don't know if you know this. They're a bunch of little college kids. In fact, I had the deadgum college they went to, but it's some little bitty college up in, I guess, New York.
Queens University.
Is that what it was?
I'm guessing. Queens College, Long Island University.
It sounded more like, I hate to say it, it sounded like here it is, City College of New York. No offense to City College of New York. That to me sounded like Southwest.
I think it's Southwest.
Of Shelby County.
Yeah, no, it's a City
and
College.
No
That's
offense
right.
to all you people that have gone to Southwest.
If you got to go to one of my good friends went to a community college up there in Nashville. If you got to go to a small college like that, you got to do it. Do your thing. But it's not like, Yale.
It's not like you're going to learn a lot. I'm just kidding.
Wow. I didn't even say that, John. Wow.
But what I'm trying to say is you got a bunch of young fellows from City College of New York. They're students. They catch the 60th home run, the 9th inning blast. It was awesome. What a dramatic finish last night to that Yankees-Pirates game. But these young men, again, who are going to City College, Probably should have kept the home run ball. Like, I love the fact that here's what the young man said. The young man that caught the ball said, it just seemed like the right thing to do. I didn't want to take that memory away from Aaron Judge. Number one, the memory is the ball going over the fence, getting to 60.
Wow.
And the real memory for Aaron Judge is the fact that he's doing this in his contract year, and he's going to get $400 million.
Capitalist John coming out of the woodwork today.
$400 million.
Capitalist John.
Do you know what, Aaron Judge?
Extortionist
Judge,
John.
guess what? Here's what I do. Here's what I do when I catch it. No, I just go, hey, Judge, you really want this ball? Scratch me a check for $1 million right now. They have already estimated that you could get anywhere between $1.3 and $1.6 million for this 60th home run ball. I just saved you $300,000 to $600,000, Mr. Judge. You can keep your bat. You can keep your ball. Don't even need a photo of you. Plenty of photos. Back in the day, you used to have posters. Who cares?
Just your signature on this $1 million check.
That's exactly all I need. Again, I'm going to City College of New York. Not like I'm going to get out and become Gordon Gekko on Wall Street. So I need to go ahead and make my money now while I can. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but my tickets were like, for me and my buddies, $100 a piece.
In Yankee Stadium, at least.
At least. And I'm being very, very generous. I mean, they were out in the outfield, so I don't know.
How about that, John? I love it. I love the take. I think that
if they were going to Harvard, if they were going to give me something in New York that's a good college, because I have no idea.
Columbia.
Is that New York?
NYU.
Oh, NYU. Is that great? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big school. Two big schools there.
Yeah, I don't know.
NYU's D3, but they have it's like the fine arts capital of the world.
Who are the little guys that went to that little bitty college that made it far in the NCAA basketball tournament from New York?
LIU Brooklyn. No, that wasn't it. It was I'm on it.
It was something small. What I'm saying is those guys right there, they got memories. I didn't see the NCAA, all these pro ball players that they beat, come back and say to those kids, hey, you know what? Way to beat me in the NCAA tournament. I'm going to scratch off some checks when things get over. You had something that maybe Mr. Judge had wanted. And if Mr. Judge didn't want to give you $1 million for it, did he really care about it? Obviously not as much as the person who was going to pay $1.3 to $1.6 million on an auction block.
Wow, John. Actually, CCNY is pretty big time, John. CCNY in the 1949-1950 college basketball season, John.
Whoa. Did you say 1949?
They went 24-5 and went to the NCAA tournament. How about that?
Did you say 19?
They won the NCAA tournament in 1950.
In 1950?
City College in New York on the rise.
I don't know if you know this. How about, do they have any presidents, doctors, lawyers, anybody that's ever come out of there to make it in this world today?
CCNY, I believe, does. Woody Allen, I believe. Oh, no, he had a character that went to City College.
I was getting ready to say
probably loved a
I don't know if you
15-year-old
want to
girl.
bring up Woody. That's exactly where I was going. I was like, dude, lock up your children.
Lock up your daughters.
Woody Allen's on the prow. No, but I just want to say congratulations to Judge.
Aaron
but
Judge will probably do something else for him now.
No. It's over.
No.
Listen, I got a report.
Who was it that gave
Michael
the football
Kessler,
to Mike Evans?
Michael
or Tom
Kessler,
Brady?
Is a gentleman. But you know Brendan. You know Brendan. Was it Cuddy? Whoever that little baseball person is for.
Okay.
He's one of the Yankees beat writers. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Not for New York Newsday.
It does not matter. It's one of their beat writers. It did the whole story. They got the bat. They got the ball. They got a picture. He wrote a sweet little article about, and they've got memories for the rest of their life. Do you know how long memories last when you got no money? As long until you get food in your belly. No, because you ain't going to be thinking about this memory. You're going to be like, man, where am I going to get my next meal out? Hey, man, Jay, I got these 2 cheeseburgers, yo. You don't know what that's from, do you?
Brendan Cuddy, John, works for the Star Ledger. So he's a New Jersey beat writer.
Oh,
New
excuse
Jersey.
me,
But
that Jersey.
He is the beat writer for the Yankees. You're absolutely right, John. All your facts are correct, but I just don't respect anyone that works in New Jersey. That's a New York joke.
And
for
I
you,
just
'cause
don't
you
know
hate
if
New
I
Jersey.
got you. And I don't know if I can respect. No, I respect the gentleman for giving the ball back because they felt it was the right thing to do.
Class act.
But I feel like they should have taken a few business classes at City College, understand the value of what they had. Like, do you I mean, think about this. You catch the 60th home run from Aaron Judge, and you just say, I don't know if you know this, but this is the lottery ticket. It's the winner. By the way, do you know there's the $1.3 billion lottery ticket winner finally came forward? 2 people. They're remaining anonymous.
Wow, that's smart. Heady play to remain anonymous.
You know which one I'm talking about? Like it was sold in Chicago in some suburb. 1 ticket, 1.3 mega millions billion. 1.3 billion in the mega millions. The largest
I remember.
jackpot.
That was like a month ago.
They
Not
just
even.
came out yesterday and finally claimed it. So they've been sitting on this ticket the whole time, and they knew. They just decided to wait to the last moment. You know what it makes me think? They probably got some money, and they really don't need it.
Media buzz.
But you know what? They're still keeping their lottery ticket. They didn't all of a sudden send it over to the Sisters of the Poor, did they?
No, but maybe they should, John.
Now, maybe they should, but I don't think they are.
Well, you know what they do give to charity? Uncle Sam takes half of that, so that's the charity they're giving to. Is
I don't know if that's
Uncle
charity.
Sam. Oh,
it's
not
called it's how you get strong
Taxes.
armed by your government.
That's right, taxes.
Damn taxes. I hate taxes.
Me too.
Oh, buddy, but it's a beautiful, beautiful hump day. We have made it. We got baseball starting at 11:20 this morning. 4 minutes. Washington and Atlanta. Mr. J, are we going to rock and fire on a no runs in the first inning bet?
Is that what it's doing? Oh, John, I'm always here for it in our
NRFI.
Yeah, NRFI bet.
NRFI. No runs first inning, baby. Yes, and I think I like it today. It's a good little chunk. You know, I really do like a no runs in the first inning of a game today, actually.
What's that?
Do you know I talked about this little thing the other day, pick-wise, right?
Yeah.
You know, I go to Covers, I go to Action
And
News,
they give
I go
out
to
bets that
Pick-wise.
never win.
Well, sometimes.
Because
But
it's all sponsored content.
Vegas Insider. I go to all these different ones, and I usually try to find a guy who's on a little bit of a hot streak.
Little heater.
A little bit of a heater. There's a gentleman on there. Ooh, I got to put this bet in. Hold on, I got 2 minutes.
Got to.
Whoa. Sorry, I was talking on the radio,
No, John,
people.
I'll keep talking to you while you put that bet in. Maybe another baseball game you might want to look at today is the Miami Marlins. Now, Jesus Luzardo first fives have been cashed,
Ooh,
John,
guess
against
what?
much better teams than the Chicago Cubs. And they play the Cubs today, John. I think Jesus Luzardo, if you can get a Marlins money line first five, probably somewhere around even money, maybe like 110, 105, something around there. I would take that as well.
Well, guess what? No is even money, $100.
Wow, so I think Jesus Luzardo will keep it to zero. John, can Stroman keep runs off the board is the big question.
Dude,
here.
I got this John in, brother. I got it in. We just rocked. We just fired. We got no runs in the first inning. We got Washington. We got Atlanta. They starting it up in about 30 seconds. We also have the Mets and Milwaukee Brewers, 1:10 Central Time. Atlanta, New York, they just keep on winning. Houston rolled Tampa Bay yesterday.
I'm really surprised your Mets bet. Not that you took the Mets yesterday. They played the Brewers and they won the game
7-5.
I'm actually very surprised that they were able to win the game after being drunk all the night before because they clinched the series.
See, this is where I just wanted to say yesterday. I didn't want to say this because
you
it kind
have
of
to.
it kind of made me look bad on the radio if I said it. But you know what? Today I don't feel like I'm going to be looking all that bad because people actually know me. Do you know how many times I've come in here probably still drunk and still performed?
So you think the Mets did that?
So, I mean,
And
sometimes it just kind of relaxes you, your nerves. You don't really care about anything. You're not pressing.
And Daniel-
it's just the content flows.
That's a fair point, John. And Daniel Vogelbach has so much weight and mass on him that he probably can work. It doesn't even phase him.
It's like Andre the Giant.
That's right. Doesn't even
He would
phase
drink
him.
100 beers and he wouldn't even have a buzz.
He nailed
Could you
it.
imagine how horrible that would be to be able to drink 100 beers and not even catch a buzz?
Or great, depending on how you look at it.
If he was alive still, I'd make sure this guy was drinking Tito's because,
R.I.P.
man, I know for a fact he could have caught a buzz. 80 proof vodka, crafted and distilled right here in the United States, down in Austin, Texas. Tito's vodka. Top 10 vodka on every single measure. And its flavor comes from not being distilled, but stilled in classic copper pots. Slightly sweet black pepper note balances everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or you're drinking it neat. Get y'all Tito's on today. Jay,
John.
I sound like a bullfrog, and I'm in
you're-
the box.
You're getting better, John.
I'm getting better.
I think the smoothies are helping. You said you're gargling some salt water with some lemon, some honey.
I haven't been doing the salt water thing.
Oh, honey. That's what
I've
he
been
said.
doing the green tea and honey in the
Oh, I love
evenings.
green tea. I love
And
green
then
tea, man.
in the mornings, I'm drinking warm lemon water.
Do you like Asian food, John?
Asian food?
Like
I don't know if you
sushi
know
and
this.
stuff.
Yeah, bro.
You do?
Yeah, and somehow me and a
Hot
couple
tea,
friends went
some
last
green
week.
tea
I
is
just got to
great
say
with
something. Have you ever seen a $350 sushi bill?
No.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell they were serving us. Me and a couple of friends went to Pacific Rim last Friday.
That's a great movie.
No. It's a place to eat.
Oh, it's a good movie too, though.
And somehow we spent $350 on sushi. I wasn't even full because I never am full. And I can only use my left hand. I suck with chopsticks with my right hand.
That's what you said. You can use the chopsticks with the lefty.
But I can use chopsticks left-handed better than I can with my right hand. It's the only thing I can do better with my left hand than my right.
You're ambiguous.
Ambidextrous.
Oh, because I'm tired.
But I'm very ambiguous.
John, I've got some questions for you today. Last Wednesday we did this, and I think I'd like to keep it rolling. I had a lot of fun doing it. We talked so much gambling over the next Thursday and Friday, John, that I feel like we missed some of the fringe games in college football. So I wanted to talk through a few of those with you today, John. The first one I want to talk about is Maryland going to Michigan. Michigan, John, yesterday in my rankings, had them number 2 in the country. They're playing good football, but Maryland's also undefeated. They covered and won last week against SMU, John. To his brother, Talia, is the quarterback up there, John.
Is it Talia or Talia?
Talia, whatever. It's all the same to me, John.
Oh, okay. Well, don't do that because you always mess me up because you get upset when I'm calling like Tua Pua by accident.
Tunga Vailoa.
Tunga Vailoa.
Yeah, that one's on me. I don't know how to pronounce Talia. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Nonetheless, John, Michigan's 16.5-point favorites. Are you willing to lay that 16.5 points for Michigan to cover?
That one's hard right there.
It is. Good line.
Greg
Gaston, Maryland alum, says that he thinks Michigan wins by at least 3 scores. I don't know if that phases you at all.
So he's basically saying his Maryland Terrapins, man, Terrapins. By the way, do you know what Terrapin Station is?
Oh, yeah. It's an album by the Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead.
That's right.
I'd rather be the Terrapin Stations than Maryland. I think I'm going to have to actually back up Michigan. I hate to say it.
Me too. I agree with you.
Minus 16.5. It's almost like they're begging you to.
I agree.
Like, come on, take Maryland. They're 3-0 this year. I don't know if you watched them, but they played pretty good. Michigan's also 3-0 and scoring more points than anybody and their grandmother.
50 in every game.
I like over 65 more than I like anything in this game. But I do want to remind you, Maryland did beat that mighty team in SMU last week.
And cover the spread.
And they covered the spread. One, because wasn't SMU favored?
No, I think maybe. It was 3 one way or another.
It was it was one way or the other. I know they won by a touchdown. That's Maryland
I think
over
Maryland
SMU.
was favored by 3, but it might have gone down by game time.
They beat up on Charlotte, and they beat on Buffalo. And this is not the Buffalo Bills.
No, that would be something.
Michigan,
that would be something, though.
Yeah, that would be tough on them. Michigan, on the other hand, like you said, 50 points in every dead gum game. The only issue, though, is they played even a weaker schedule than Maryland. They beat Colorado State. Please. Do they still play football in Colorado? They beat Hawaii, worst team in Jay Morgan's power rankings in the entire country.
Yeah, maybe ever.
In UConn, they played, the women's basketball team? Because that's the only thing that's any good in UConn. Like, is anything good besides Diana Taurasi or Paige Becker?
You nailed it.
Close.
Gino Auriemma.
Gino. I just wish Gino was a woman. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Janine
Auriemma. Do you think he'll ever come out?
I don't think
Wear a nice little dress?
I don't think so.
Show up?
That's really the narrative, John. Now that you say that, the narrative on Twitter is that Michigan plays a weak schedule on purpose and that it's a joke. So that's why I think you might be getting a few points lower than it should be, John. I'm with you. I think the 16.5 is the way to go for this Michigan game. My next one, John, there's 2 here I kind of want to
By the way, the other thing that sucks, this is the Fox game.
Yeah, big noon kickoff.
It's not going to be I just don't think this one's going to be a thriller.
Wow, you think it's a beatdown. John, let's do this next one. We talked about this other game yesterday. Let's do this one. Notre Dame, who is atrocious. They're playing.
Hey, they finally got a win.
I forgot the kid's name, the backup quarterback. Drew Pine. That's what it is. He's playing, John. He's leading Notre Dame into North Carolina. North Carolina's got a good offense, maybe the worst defense in the history of college football. North Carolina is favored by 1.5, John. Is this game too close to call? Are you willing to take it one way or another?
I'm going to tell you one thing. North Carolina, I need to back up saying that they have one of the worst defenses in the country because I don't know if you know, App State is amazing.
Well, that's fair enough, but they give up 40 points in a quarter against them.
Yeah, they did. That was just the fourth quarter.
And what was the team they played week 1 that they gave it was Florida A&M that they gave up
They gave
30.
up 24 to Florida A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I had that over. I think it was over 65, and they got to 80. Man, I can't remember my kids' birthdays, but I can remember my bets.
Well, you have to, John. So do you think Notre Dame can win this game? Would you take them plus 1.5 in North Carolina?
Hell no.
Really?
Let me just tell you a little secret. No. I don't know if you know this. Appalachian State, who just hosted game days, pretty good. They beat Texas A&M. A 2-point win over App State is more impressive than a 7-point win over Notre Dame.
Really?
Yes, they're going to murder Notre Dame. ABC 2:30. Watch that thing because at 6 o'clock you're going to be counting your money. North Carolina rolls them like it's going out of style.
Last but certainly not least, John, I know we're up against it here. Kansas State, who had a tough loss last week. I think Kansas State is a really good
You love Kansas.
John, I think they're a good team. They go to Oklahoma. I don't think Oklahoma has proven anything to anybody. And Oklahoma's 12.5-point favorites at home this week, John. Do you think Kansas State can cover that spread, a little sneaky backdoor action, or maybe win the game outright? Maybe not, though.
Nothing as sneaky as coming in the back door.
It's right, John. So what do you think? Oklahoma minus 12.5 against Kansas State.
I'm taking Kansas State. Give me your points, baby. Dylan Gabriel, I love you. I think you're amazing. But that little running back, have you ever seen my boy, Mr. Vaughn?
Oh, Deuce Vaughn.
Deuce.
He's good, man.
He's the smallest little running back I've seen in so many years, it's not even funny.
Shot out of a cannon.
I think he's listed at about 5'6".
That's right. We did. It was like 5'6", 160 or something like that.
And he is a pain in your you-know-what. If you're a free safety, you definitely can't see him. Linebackers are up there like trying to sneak over their DTs. They're like telling the quarterback to move his head because they can't see the deadgum running back in the backfield. My man's tearing it up. I'm going with Deuce to sneak in the back door with a little bitty cover.
I agree, John. I'm with you.
Dustin Stars on the other side, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. It's been a particularly rainy season, and that stain on your ceiling isn't getting any smaller, exposing your family to the possibility of mold. Let me come take a look. 867-0303. Our technicians are Owens Corning Platinum Preferred, so don't let someone tell you that it has to be replaced if all you need is a repair to get several more years of life. 867-0303. Have me on your speed dial for when life's little catastrophes come up. 867-0303. Upgrade your roof to a beautiful Owens Corning Duration Architectural Shingle with a 50-year warranty and an unheard of 25-year labor guarantee. I'll measure your roof from outer space and give you a competitive estimate right over the phone. Buy now and pay nothing till 2022 with approved credit. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Our long national nightmare is over. It's finally time for football, and there's no better place to catch a game downtown than at Memphis's perfect neighborhood bar, Bell Tavern. Tucked into the alley behind 117 Prime, Bell Tavern was a well-kept secret for a long time. But now the secret is out. Bell Tavern is the perfect place to watch a game. Not too big, not too small, not too bright, not too dark. Ice-cold beer, delicious cocktails, the friendliest bar staff in town, all wrapped up in a cozy bar you'll never want to leave. It's Bell Tavern. Now you're in on the secret.
Attention homeowners, energy efficiency regulations are changing in 2023. New heating and cooling systems may rise drastically in price. If your HVAC system is old or inefficient, now is the time to buy from Conway Services with outstanding financing options and savings up to $2,600. Conway Services is ready to save you money and give you comfort. Call 384-3511 or visit conwayservices.net to schedule your appointment today. License number 64210, 64365, EAS MS 19668.
Life is short, and if we spend our time suffering with pain and it takes away our joy, that's not a very good way to live.
He's right. It's hard to be happy when you're in constant pain. QC Kinetics patient Chad admits the chronic pain in his knee really robbed his quality of life.
When I was going to the traditional doctor and getting the pain pills, my smile wasn't as big as it usually is. Going to my high school reunion on crutches, it was awful.
But then Chad visited QC Kinetics. He experienced the real power behind natural regenerative treatments. Using healing properties from his own body, QC Kinetics was able to restore and repair damaged tissue, finally giving Chad lasting relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime.
And I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
Learn how advanced regenerative medicine can help your body heal itself at QC Kinetics. Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 901-445-1010. That's 901-445-1010. 901-445-1010.
Football is here, and this season, my 46th as a professional handicapper. More than any season before, you need my help when it comes to sports wagering. The transfer portal has made it impossible for the average fan to keep up with college football. Take advantage of our experience, contacts, and information and get season service, college and pro football and college basketball for $1,000. Total cost, no add-ons or extra charges. Every play we make through the NCAA Final Four championship. 5 losing seasons in 45 years is a phenomenal record. Last season, 65.5% against the spread, including a 13-4 record on our 10-star plays. Call me, John Rainey, the Rain Man, at 901-461-4600. That's 461-4600, and get season service for $1,000. The Rain Man and All-Star Sports. You can't do any better.
Looking for a high-efficiency planting solution? The Case IH 2150 Early Riser Planter combines the industry's most accurate planter technologies with a rugged row unit for fast and uniform emergence. The Case IH 2150 Early Riser operates at your speed and adapts to unique field conditions so that you can maximize your yield potential. Stop in or call Mid-South Ag Equipment at 662-890-3141 to learn more. That's Mid-South Ag, your Case IH Equipment headquarters.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan in the house. My voice is getting a little bit better each day. We're on the mend, but it's time to talk with Dustin Starr. It is a little Wednesday action. We got Dustin Starr on. Don't forget at noon we're talking with Russell Copeland. We got football, but I gotta find out, Dustin Starr. Before we get into everything you're doing, I would like to know. If your son...
Yo,
what's up, brother? You doing well?
Yes, sir. You know it, man. I'm fired up. There's so much stuff going on. And then me and Reese the Beast are hanging out today.
Oh, so you doing a little daddy daycare action.
Oh, man, yeah. Are you kidding me?
That's my dog
Getting
right there.
wound up. We're having our wrestling matches here.
Oh, man, dude. I can't wait to see what this guy grows up and becomes. Good Lord. Dustin, though, I got to ask you, if one of your 2 children caught the 60th home run ball from Aaron Judge, and everybody says that it's going to be worth $1.3 to $1.6 million at the auction, would you be proud of them for giving the ball back for nothing? Or would you be like, yo, who gives away a winning lottery ticket? Where do you stand?
Man, you got to make money on that ball, right?
I mean, he's going to make $400 million this year at the end of this year at least. So I would think if you want to offer it to Mr. Judge, not 1.3, not 1.6. We'll do it for $1 million even. If he wants the ball that bad, scratch that check.
Well, so will the ball team not buy the ball from the guy?
Nope.
I'm not familiar with the story.
Okay. This happened last night. I'm going to paint the picture. So, 9th inning, Aaron Judge is chasing history. Only Babe Ruth and has ever gotten to 60 home runs. I mean, Babe Ruth and Roger Maris, the only Yankees ever to get to 60 home runs. Roger, of course, with 61, Babe with 60. He hits his 60th home run last night, 9th inning of a baseball game against the Pirates. The ball goes way back in the stands. 4 young men from City College all went to the game together. One of the kids catches the ball. The game ends on a Giancarlo Stanton grand slam. Yankees fans are going bananas. And that could have had a lot to do with the guy's judgment was blinded. But when the game's over, the little ball boys go up to, the young people and say, is there any chance we can get this ball back? What do you guys want? And they said to them, all we want to do is take a picture with Aaron Judge, and that's it.
Oh,
So they went and gave back the ball. Did Aaron Judge give him a picture? Heck yeah, that's a free picture. Pete, there's a lot of pictures of Aaron Judge. There's only 160th home run ball. I just feel also because they go to City College.
But they don't know the value. They're put on the spot. They don't know the value. You're in your fandom. You want the picture. You're like, yeah, it's just a ball. I mean, I can see it, but hindsight, man. Oh, got to be kicking yourself today.
And I got one text here, which I don't remember this, but my friend Randy does, and again, I could definitely be wrong. He says, "Wow, seems like there's a little bit of a double standard here." Not too long ago, people were ripping on fans for asking Barry Bonds to cash in for catching his home runs anywhere between 60 and the 73rd one that he hit. People were ripping on fans and holding the ball hostage. Again, I don't know how. I don't remember that the way you do, Randy. I remember. In fact, I don't even remember any of this.
In football, I know it happens a good bit where guys will hold the ball hostage, but as they should, though. It's a valuable commodity, and other people want it.
They buy numbers. and all that kind of stuff. I remember back when the World Wide Web was being real big. I think somebody bought HulkHogan.com, and he had to hunt them down and try to buy it from them, and they were charging an astronomical price for it. And I think he ended up getting it. I'm not sure, but I think some people look at it as a business, stuff like that, especially websites. You just go buy them and then sell them if you, whatever, especially back in the day. But, yeah, that hindsight is something else on that ball.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And what an experience, though.
It is an experience. And again, the one of my big issues is I feel bad because, again, they go to City College, and I just wish they would have taken an economics class somewhere in there, a little business action. Get something.
They probably
for
had
it.
no idea they'd be put in that spot when they went to the game. That's like you said, just a historic moment. They were probably excited just to be a part of, and then all of a sudden, you wake up the next day, might have had a couple beers, whatever. We get up the next day, and yeah, that's
I do have to say the young men are sweet as pie. Like the fact that they're like, we did, he's the one who hit the home run. It's his ball. Yada yada yada. It was very sweet sentiment. Like I have to say, great fans. If I'm their dad,
yeah, great fans.
if I'm their dad, I'm a little upset. And again, they're getting out of City College. They're going to remember this memory, but it can't pay for food, if you know what I'm saying. So good luck.
Right.
Good luck with them. Now, I need to find out what's been going on. You are the man who has the entire beat of Memphis in the Mid-South. Talk to us about everything that's going on, from the Redbirds to the Grizzlies to the championship wrestling. What you got going down?
Man, you were talking earlier about your voice going out, and man, I've been struggling because we had the West Tennessee State Fair on Friday. Great crowd out in Jackson, Tennessee. Our first time being there since being on the air out on the CBS, WBBJ out there. And then on Saturday, I was out with the Memphis Grizzlies at Cooper Young Fest, holding down the stage there. And I actually hosted
and then you went to Tupelo
that night. Yeah, I hosted a cheerleading contest, which was just so much fun. It's not like the normal, typical wrestling or basketball. And man, it was just, everybody was so excited to be there. It was cool. And then, of course, the next day we had our TV taping, and we actually had a special guest that was unannounced. There's so much going on in Memphis right now I know every time you open Twitter or Facebook, somebody's posting about being on the set of Young Rock and all that kind of stuff. So we had Chavo Guerrero Jr., and the wrestling fans out there will know exactly who that is. And if you're kind of a casual fan, then you'll know his brother, Eddie Guerrero. But he was there at the Wrestle Center and spoke to the crowd, and was just there in town. Just wanted to pop in and holler at Memphis Wrestling. So you never know who's going to show up on our live events. And then, of course, basketball. Tip-off is right around the corner. This weekend is, I believe, the final homestand for the Redbirds. So on Saturday, 3:05, first pitch, first 5,000 people on Grizzlies Day, they get a free Memphis Grizzlies Redbirds themed jersey. So I'll be there for that. And, man, it's just a lot of really good stuff going on. And some of our first pep rallies and things with the Grizzlies to kind of kick off the season, everybody's so excited.
Dude.
I mean, they are fired up about this season coming up.
And they rightly, I mean, they definitely should be fired up. I was looking at CBSSports.com a little bit earlier today, and I was extremely, I was impressed, but then I was also a little bit frustrated going, how is he only ranked 12th? And what I'm talking about is CBSSports.com. They put out the top 12 NBA players for the 2022-2023 season. They had Giannis 1, Steph 2, KD 3, Jokic 4, Luka 5, Joel Embiid 6, LBJ 7, Kawhi Leonard 8, Jason Tatum 9, Jimmy Butler 10, Paul George 11, and Ja Morant is the 12th. So the 12th best player, according to CBSSports.com.
Number 12 too, right?
Andy's number 12. That's what I was going to say.
Come on.
So it's just, I guess, the lucky number it is. But when I look at Paul George in front of him, and again, Paul George is a bad man. But did you know that Paul George, everybody talks about Anthony Davis not playing? Did you know Anthony Davis, since 2019, has actually played in 19 more games than Paul George? So Paul George has not been playing a whole lot. Kawhi Leonard, though, he's played even less. He's only played 102 games. So it's kind of interesting to think about Paul George getting all this love.
Yeah, it's the underdog. We're the underdog. We're still the underdog, even though they know that we'll come out there and we'll whoop that trick and we'll lay a smackdown on you. They still are underestimating, and I think Ja's going to look at that, and just like before, I think he's going to come out and prove them wrong. If he did not play for Memphis, would Ja Morant be listed higher?
It's a good, interesting question. It's an interesting question, but I will tell you one thing. I don't think it's going to even matter because Ja Mania is taken across the country. Wherever he goes, man, you see little kids wearing his jersey.
We're eating it up, man. We love to be the underdog. I saw something online the other day where Jordan was saying something about Ja Morant wouldn't cook him or something. They're all talking about it. There's a big buzz, and now the team's just got to go out there and deliver. And I know that on the game ops side, the games away from the games are going to be a lot of fun. So we've been talking a lot about that lately too. So, and also the promo nights. Oh my gosh, the promo nights look awesome. There's so much of that going on as well.
Yeah, the city is on fire. But by the way, I also saw something that you were promoting because we haven't talked much about the wrestling. You got the Halloween Spooktacular coming up here on October 23rd. Tell the people where they can find the tickets and what they're going to see.
You got to get those tickets. Seriously, it's going to be an awesome event. We had one of the best matches at the Wrestle Center last Sunday. A guy that works on the sets of movies came to us and said that was the best match I've ever seen live. So the quality of wrestling is fantastic. And so on October the 23rd, we're going to film our Halloween special. So that'll be our Halloween Spooktacular. We encourage the fans to wear their costumes for that first taping. We're going to have prizes and a costume contest. The Vampire Warrior Gangrel, who is a WWE legend, but first he started in Memphis, Tennessee. And so he's coming back. Gangrel will be there, and also Mads Kruger, the guy from the 901 Grisday Bash with the mask. He'll be there, so he's bringing unimaginable horror. And then also you just never know who else is going to be there. Now, the following week, you can get tickets at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com, and the following week we're back at Dave & Buster's on that Sunday the 30th, one day before Halloween, and we're having a big live wrestling event there. So we'll set the ring up in the dining area. The lights are raised up really high, and of course they have high ceilings. And we did this a couple of months ago. It was a lot of fun and packed it out. So we expect the Memphis wrestling fans to show up wild and crazy on the 30th. So
it's going to be awesome. By the way, how much fun is it working with your wife doing these wrestling events?
Oh, I just better not tell her what to say or what not to say.
You don't want her to put the
3
smack down.
times coming up on this taping.
3 times, you and the lovely Maria Starr. It is Dustin Starr, and you're just out there doing a little bit of everything, my man. Last but not least, ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com to get everything on wrestling. Don't forget to go to CW30 Wrestling on Twitter. Give them a follow. Plus the Dustin Starr at Dustin Starr and the lovely Maria at the Maria Starr. I think I got it all right?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, one quick thing before we go. I know it's a little bit of ways away. But WWE just announced that SmackDown, the pre-sale is going on right now. It's coming to FedEx Forum on Friday, January the 6th. That'll be a live SmackDown on Fox. But also, we, Memphis Wrestling, are going to be out at Ghost River. Right there, literally, you can see FedEx Forum. It's a 5-second walk over to the Forum. So we're going to do our pre-party there. I already have that all squared away. So put that on your radar. January 6th, WWE is back in town at FedEx Forum with SmackDown Live, and we have a pre-party. from 5 to 7 at Ghost River.
My man.
I can't wait.
Dude, that sounds like fun, and you got everything. We got October, we got January, we got the months going on. The Grizzlies coming back. Ja right now ranked as the 12th best player in the world, and Dustin's out doing his thing. Hey, you be blessed, my brother. Enjoy everything, and enjoy being daddy daycare today, my friend.
Oh, yeah!
That is Dustin Starr. There's nothing this man doesn't do. I mean, my gosh, did cheerleading competitions, taking care of his kids, working with his wife on the CW30 set. Man, he's just a man of the people at the Grizzlies games, at the Redbirds. By the way, I meant to also tell him.
Mr. Memphis.
Mr. Memphis, Dustin Starr. I got the Redbirds, the jersey. I wasn't one of the first 5,000 fans. I had to do a little bit of work, you know what I'm saying? Put that work in, got one of the jerseys. They look great. Don't forget, last Saturday, Redbirds game you're going to be able to see. Get there early, leave happy. Now, we got to take a quick break, but I wanted to make sure that you look good. Frontier Western Store always makes sure you look great. They have your whole family covered. Plus, for you personally, if you're going maybe to the Grove this weekend, maybe you're going to go watch the Memphis Tigers. Maybe you're just going to strut your stuff and go into a few bars and do a little bar hopping. Well, you better look good. And if you want to look good, Frontier Western Store has you clothed from head to toe. The largest boot showroom on planet Earth. They have all the fashions for the fall coming up. Check them out down at 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Or just shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. Back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Attention sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite leagues, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the tables. You need a sportsbook with integrity, longevity, and you need to know you're gonna get paid. You need a sportsbook that offers everything, including live betting, MMA, golf, horses, esports, and all kinds of crazy bets. Call today at 1-800-79-BET-US. That's 1-800-79-BET-US, and they will walk you through setting up an account. Nobody in the industry gives better bonuses than BetUS. Join now. Mention BetUS 2022, and you can get up to 200% in bonuses on your first deposit. Nobody beats that. Head to BetUS.com and join today. That's BetUS, where the game begins.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/play. netsuite.com/play.
Hi, this this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Choate's is offering some amazing specials for this month only. If you're considering upgrading your furnace before the cold weather comes, Choate's is offering $1,000 off a new Carrier furnace. If you don't need a new furnace, Choate's is now offering its early bird $60 furnace tune-up. This 22-point tune-up includes a free carbon monoxide test and heat exchanger inspection. And Choate's is your indoor air quality expert. For the best quality air for you and your family, it's recommended to have your air ducts cleaned every 8 years. This month only, Choate's will install a free UV light system when you get your air ducts cleaned, a $500 value. Call us at 347-8086 to take advantage of these amazing deals. So, turn to the experts with Choate's, and remember, let our family serve your family.
Hey, Jeff Allen, it's a great day to be happy in a new Kia from Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. What you got going on?
Randy, we'd love to make you happy with the all-new 2023 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive. Just $257 per month for 36-month lease and only $29.99 due at signing. Or how about a 2023 Kia Sportage LX front-wheel drive, $287 per month for 36-month lease, $34.99 due at signing.
That's what I'm talking about, Jeff. You got me happy.
And listen, Randy, if you don't see what you want, no problem. We will order exactly the perfect ride for you, and you choose your own bells and whistles.
Plus, equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. $650 acquisition fee, $30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Seltos P738, 6423, MSRP 25325. Sportage P709, 8842, MSRP 27955. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/1/2022. Dealer stock only.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder hanging out with me, and my goodness, am I frustrated right now. During the break, I've been sitting here scouring the internet. I had it this morning. It was on my phone. It's the 2004 to 2006. It's a Monday Night Football commercial.
Not with Schwarzenegger?
No, it's got T.O. and the ladies from it was like a spinoff of Sex and the City. Like it was a wannabe Sex and the City.
Oh, with Felicity Huffman and Nicolette Sheridan in the commercial?
Yeah.
I'm finding
You've seen it?
No, I'm finding it because I was looking for it with you.
We've got to play
Yep, found
this.
it.
You
Oh,
found
this
it?
is it.
Okay, we're going to play this at some point today. And it's so good. It's like a great commercial, but everybody today is sitting there outraged. For some reason, it started trending, and people were like, this is the most disrespectful.
It started trending today?
Yes. Well, I mean, where do you think I read it?
That's crazy.
This is how I felt. They were like,
I thought we were just having a conversation about something.
It all started with this. No, it all started with Ant-Man. So Anthony Edwards, I don't know if you realize this.
I thought you meant Ant-Man like Paul Rudd. It's a movie.
Okay. I was like, I don't know.
He plays the superhero Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd. Anthony Edwards is also called Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant.
You know, he plays for the Timberwolves.
He's a good player.
Really good basketball player, though. Really good. Well, right now, everybody's upset with him. So Anthony Edwards went on, was it Instagram or Twitter? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
He filmed a group of men in, how would you say this? Men in black attire.
Oh,
no, not
suits.
Men in Black. What's that? No, the men that dance, YMCA men attire.
Oh, the Village People.
Yeah, it looked like a group of Village People, and they were basically being LBGTQNOP, like the whole alphabet. And Ant-Man is sitting in his car, pulls out his phone and starts filming them.
They're being alphabetical.
And he says, "Look at these people." And then he posted it to Twitter, okay? Or Instagram, one of the two. So people are going crazy, okay? Anthony Edwards got fined $40,000 for the NBA. for what he posted yesterday to social media. Don't worry about it. By the start of the second quarter of his first game, he will have made all that money back. So Ant-Man's going to be okay. But he was fined $40,000.
Still $40,000, man.
I know. But again, think about it.
That's wild.
Got found $40,000.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what he said or what was said, if it was bad or not. But $40,000.
It's like a 10-second clip. I'll play it during the break. In fact, I don't know. I don't think I can play it specifically on the radio, but it's not like.
We'll have to pick one, either the T.O. commercial or.
Oh yeah,
Anthony
but
Edwards.
here's the whole point. So Ant-Man gets in trouble, Anthony Edwards, and then somebody posts, "Well, look what they used to do on Monday Night Football. This stuff would never fly in 2022." And they showed the T.O. commercial. I thought it was a great commercial, but they're like, it's because it had a woman in T.O.'s locker room. And she's like, "Where are you going, T.O.?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to play a game. It's Monday Night Football. Everybody in Philadelphia is where, they're counting on me tonight. My quarterback, Donovan's counting on me." And she's just in a towel. And then he's like, "But, oh, T.O., I'm so tired of your silly games. Come here to me." And he's like, "I'm sorry, babe. I got to go and do Monday Night Football." And then all of a sudden, she drops the towel. T.O. gives the biggest smile you've ever seen. And then he goes back to the girl. And then it shows the other two ladies who are like, "Who watches this crap?" Stuff like that.
Making fun of the interaction.
Because that's their show. And then
right.
they're like, "You know what I'm going to watch tonight? Monday Night Football." It was a really good commercial.
It's a great commercial. It's parody.
It's just making light of a TV show that was popular back in 2004 to 2006. It was incorporating the NFL, but people were saying that was just as bad what Monday Night Football did as Anthony Edwards did yesterday. Oh, we got hardwood stories out the frame
Desperate
today.
Housewives.
That's what it was.
Not
Thank
Sex
you.
in the City.
I mean,
Felicity
tomato.
Huffman, I was like, wait a second, she wasn't on.
Who's Felicity Huffman? I really don't know.
She was in a show called Sports Night, which was an Aaron Sorkin show that was based on SportsCenter. It was based on SportsCenter, and it had two actors that one of them played Dan Patrick, the other one played Keith Olbermann, and it was like SportsCenter. They go behind the scenes, like what it's like to be on sports. It's a sitcom. It's very funny. I highly recommend. It's only lasted 2 seasons. One of the best shows that was ever canceled after 2 seasons. Very good.
Your television knowledge is superior to all.
But Felicity Huffman played the producer. And she was good.
Well, Sex in the City. What was it called?
Desperate Housewives.
Desperate Housewives. The Desperate Housewives commercial on Monday Night Football, people were saying as bad as what Anthony Edwards did. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all go to your little Twitter, your Instagram, find the 2 stories, tell me which one's worse. I'd love to hear from you. 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Guess what's coming up? Russell Copeland. How good are those Bills? Are they as good as his Bills team?
I'd say his Buffalo Bills.
His Buffalo Bills team. I don't know if you know this, made them about like Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. They just couldn't win it.
The Bills and Dolphins might not have been in a marquee game since Russell Copeland was in the NFL playing against the Dolphins. That was probably the last time that was a marquee game.
And Dan Marino and Jim Kelly were playing quarterback.
How about that?
How times have changed. We're all going full circle. Now, if we can ever get the Jags to be good.
Jags and Texans.
Man, well, listen, do me a favor. Don't look at the dial. Don't even think about touching it. But I do have a little bit of something I could tell you to do. Are you worried about your roof? Do you have some issues? Do you believe that you had storm damage and you talk to your insurance carrier and all of a sudden they turn down your claim? Well, don't freak out. Don't even fret. Just call Brian Elder, 901-867-0303. Let them come out there, do a no-obligation, thorough evaluation of your entire property. They're going to document all the damage they find. They are fully certified HAG inspectors who are trained to identify storm damage, to assess and build a full estimate in a language your carrier will understand. I don't know if you know this, Jay. If I'm speaking poppycock, you probably won't know what I'm saying. Insurance carriers, they need that HAG certification, and Brian Elder does it absolutely free. Give him a call at 901-867-0303. That's 901-867-0303. Let him love on your roof. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat is ready with Power Days deals on Covington Pike. It's time to make all your wishes come true, so come by. Pick out your ride and Gossett will get it ordered just for you. At Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, you'll get exactly what you want and at the price you want. No hassle, no extra charges, no market adjustments. You will not pay more than MSRP at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Plus, you can take your pick from 22 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4x4 or 22 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Tradesman 4x2. Now $519 a month. Get it while the getting's great at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett on the Pike or shop online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 4.5% APR, 3,500 down. Cherokee ND 522,552, MSRP 38,785. Ram NS 171,35, MSRP 39,745. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Streaming now, only on Peacock. Fall in love with Pete Davidson and Kaylee Cuoco in Meet Cute.
You ever had a night like this ever in your entire life?
A new Peacock original film about the perfect first date.
Cheers, mate.
That was kind of weird.
Oh, not really.
Or was it?
I've spent the entire week with you. This night, 7 times in a row.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused.
I'm from the future. Do you think I'm crazy?
Yeah, but it's really cute.
Meet Cute, streaming now, only on Peacock.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for everything you need for tailgates and patios. Grills and chairs, charcoal and coolers. Everything to make a great game or a great day. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It's East Memphis Ace Hardware. Locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station, East Memphis Ace Hardware is where you'll find Benjamin Moore paints, local plants from local growers, and Black & Decker tools. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their tailgates. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
What do you mean your emergency ribs?
I always have a backup rack.
Just in case.
Exactly, you get it.
No.
I can't always get to Central Barbecue when I have a rib fix.
Like, say, when you're on the air.
You so get me. Imagine I'm on the air, suddenly I have a rib crave. As soon as I go to commercial, I can grab the Central Barbecue backup rack.
And you keep them...
in my briefcase.
That's what's in that briefcase?
That and usually some Central Barbecue slaw. That's pretty much it.
Not, say, show prep?
Nah, I don't want to get sauce on that.
The Gossett Mitsubishi Summer Sales Event is still going strong at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Get ready to embrace adventure like never before in 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, $339 a month or $26,390. Get dramatic performance off-road, on-road, and everyday driving in 2023 Eclipse Cross, $409 a month or $31,085. And breakout and standout in 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander with 7 seating capacity. We Gossett at $419 a month or $31,605. Plus, peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 4.44 APR, 500 military rebate, 4,900 down. Sport NU 017062, MSRP 27,140. Cross PC 00695, MSRP 31,585. Outlander NZO 84,348, MSRP 32,105. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/1/22 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
That is one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder is in the house. All kinds of wonderful things coming down the pipe today. And one of my favorite things in the world to do on a hump day, I love talking football with Russell Copeland. That's right, Russell Copeland. He's coming up next. But first, did you see the breaking news? Robert Sarver is going to sell the Phoenix Suns and WNBA's Phoenix Mercury. Did you know that he owned both?
I did. And he said the go-to quote when guys are forced to step down or sell something He said it. Remember the Nick Castellanos home run? I consider myself a man of faith. They always say they're men of faith. In his statement, I consider myself a man of faith. It's the go-to phrase, John.
It is the go-to phrase today. Ant-Man, do you think he's going to come out there and say, I'm so sorry, I consider myself a man of faith?
You know what, John? Maybe.
Man, we got a busy day, and the NFL is kicked off. We're through 2 weeks, man. Thursday Night Football is tomorrow. There's so many amazing stories out there right now around the National Football League. But there's none much more exciting than Buffalo Bills. Russell Copeland, besides playing at the University of Memphis and starring and be a superstar over there, he was a part of those amazing Bills team. What is up, Cope?
What's going on, Johnny?
Man, I'm so excited to talk with you today. There is just so many things going around the National Football League. But all I do is when I watch Buffalo just destroy Tennessee the way that they did, all I can think to myself, does this Bills team remind you of your old teams that went to the Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl?
Absolutely. I think this Bills football team is the best offensively and defensively when you look at the talent, the way it was in the 90s. And when you look at this team from a quarterback standpoint, Josh Allen, what a tremendous talent. He can run. He can elude the pressure. He's big. He can get the first down but he can literally make every throw. And when you look at offensive and defensively, I think Von Miller may be that piece to get this Bills team over the hump. It's still a long season to go, but the way they played against the Rams and the way they played against the Titans, this is definitely a Super Bowl caliber football team.
Man, they are definitely. I'm so with you. Super Bowl. The one thing that I'm kind of curious, the weapons, the offense always gets that love. But I remember those Buffalo teams having so many great defensive players, studs everywhere, all over the thing. Defensively, this team statistically has been on top. Do they remind you also, not just offensively with Jim Kelly and Josh Allen, but what do you think about and how impressed are you with the defense?
Like I said, I think Von Miller kind of puts together. They do have some players.
Is he the Bruce Smith right now for this team?
Well, I think he's a Cornelius Bennett. Darryl Talley, Bruce Smith. You had Nate Odoms at cornerback. So the football teams that I played on, when you compare it to the Bills team now, from a talent standpoint, there's no comparison when you look at Jim Kelly, Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas, Hall of Famer James Lofton, Hall of Famer the late Ken Hull, probably would be a Hall of Famer at center. You're looking at Darryl Talley, is right on the verge of being a Hall of Famer. Cornelius Bennett on the verge of being a Hall of Famer. You got Bruce Smith. And then special teams, you had Steve Tasker, who's on the verge of being a Hall of Famer. So talent-wise, individually, I don't think it can compare to the Bills teams that I played on. But when you look at overall offensively and defensive together as a unit, I say they're the most talented compared to the Bills teams that I played on.
That's saying a lot because those teams were absolutely amazing. One thing, Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming, Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly went a very interesting route as well back in the day with the USFL. Wasn't drafted as high as he expected, et cetera, et cetera. It all worked out for Jim Kelly. It all seems to be working out for Josh Allen. I remember a lot of people killed Buffalo for taking him that high. He had the lowest completion percentage as a first-round drafted quarterback. Something that was like under 55%. It's pretty wild when you go back to look how far Josh Allen has come. Do you see similarities in these two quarterbacks? And if you had to pick one of them to go out there and catch the football for, who are you going with?
Well, the similarity is that, both were great leaders and had a tremendous talent. But I don't think it's a comparison when you want to compare Josh Allen to Jim Kelly. Josh Allen's career is just starting. The sky's the limit for him. But Jim Kelly is led a football team to 4 straight Super Bowls, and I don't think that will be duplicated by any team. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, I think Patrick Mahomes and the teams that they had, they couldn't go back to 4 straight. We haven't seen a team that go back-to-back Super Bowls since the Patriots did it in 2004. So I don't think it's a comparison as far as that is too young in Josh Allen's career. But right now in Western New York, they're very excited. They're happy because the hands – the team, the organization is in great hands with Josh Allen at the quarterback position. He looks unbelievable. If he can stay healthy, I think he'll be right there to be the MVP and hopefully can lead this football team to a championship. And we saw it last year, Johnny. what was it, 13 seconds, 14 seconds. The type of football game that he had against the Chiefs and how he played in the playoffs was just unbelievable. He had 4 touchdown passes in that game against the Chiefs, and it looked like the Buffalo Bills were going to be able to, go to the next round. But, Patrick Mahomes was able to work his magic. But Josh Allen is a great talent. He's definitely one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Man, he is. He's just up there. He's awesome. Now, I've gotten my man crush out talking with Josh Allen. Now I got to ask you about the most disappointing team in the league, and it the Colts. I made the stupidest comment I feel right now. I know we're only 2 weeks in, but I said because the Indianapolis Colts had the easiest schedule of any team in the National Football League. They play in the AFC South with the Texans, the Jags, and the Titans. I thought the Titans were going to come down. Their schedule, again, I thought worked out. That defense was great last year. They got the offensive line. They got Jonathan Taylor, bringing in Matty Ice. I was like, you know what, Frank Wright, another Buffalo connection. I was like, Frank Wright is going to go in there, and he's going to get this, Colts team back to the promised land. Through the first 2 weeks, I don't think of a team I can be more disappointed than the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, the Colts are definitely right there. And, former teammate of mine, you're talking about the great Bills team. Frank Wright was the backup to Jim Kelly. He led the comeback against the Houston Oilers when I think it was 35-3, and ended up coming back to win that football game. But I think he can get it turned around. But it is disappointing. I thought that Matt Ryan would be a significant upgrade from Carson Wentz. I look at how they run the football with Jonathan Taylor. They have arguably one of the best offensive line. Defensively, I thought they were, had some studs on defense on the offensive line. Defensive line, look at Buckner. But they're struggling on both sides of the football. They're definitely a disappointment thus far. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals are right there with them as far as being disappointed for a lot of people when you look at this team, thinking that Joe Burrow would have the Cincinnati Bengals ready to go back and compete. But I'm not surprised of the Bengals, but I think overall, when you look at two teams, I think most people would not have thought that the Bengals would be 0-2, and I thought the Colts probably would win the division with the Titans.
This stuff is just crazy. That's what the NFL is, crazy. And you can go from looking really good one year to fastly looking bad the next year. How does that happen? And I'm talking about the Tennessee Titans. Seems like they're still hungover from losing that game to the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs last year at home. 3 interceptions from Ryan Tannehill. Doesn't seem like Tennessee has been able to shake it. How can you go from the best record to this year, another one of the bigger disappointments?
I think, first of all, offensively, when you look at the Titans have been winning and putting the offense on the back of Derrick Henry. The offense goes through Derrick Henry. You run Derrick Henry, you get your play-action passes. Ryan Tannehill can get outside of the pocket, and now he can throw the football down the field. Now you lose A.J. Brown. And this was one of the worst passing attacks in the National Football League. I think they was tied for 8th worst last year. Losing A.J. Brown, in my opinion, is bigger than the Packers losing Devontae Adams because you have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers can throw the football around. They're struggling, but Aaron Rodgers will be able to get this football team back. I think it's bigger than the Chiefs losing Tyreek Hill. They went out and got a couple more receivers, and you have Patrick Mahomes. Now when you have Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback, and you talked about him throwing 3 interceptions, his game is predicated on the run. You lose A.J. Brown, that's huge for them. I think if you keep A.J. Brown, then you draft, Traylon Burks, you put those two together, you have Derrick Henry. Now you have options to throw the football. They've lost some pieces on the defensive line. They've had some injuries here starting off. That's how you go from how they were last year, having those pieces together, and losing A.J. Brown. For me, it's mind-boggling. You cannot lose a talent such as A.J. Brown, a young receiver. You have to find a way to get it done. And you see how good that offense is with A.J. Brown when you talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. A.J. Brown is opening up that offense. Everyone looks better. The quarterback understands he has a Pro Bowl receiver, and that offense is just gelling. And that's how you go from being in the playoffs, the number 1 overall seed, to right now struggling.
Man, it's absolutely crazy, but it is the NFL. It's always a little bit wild, but it's the most fun sport out there in the world. That's at least in my opinion. Cincinnati, man, they were They were starving for something great. It hadn't been since the Ickey Shuffle, Boomer Esiason, that people really cared about Cincinnati football. People were going crazy in Bengals land. They make it all the way to the big game last year, and now all of a sudden they start 0-2. They lost to a Cooper Rush-led Dallas team last week. How shocked are you that the Bengals are struggling this mightily?
I'm not surprised at all. We talked about, before the season start, and we went and picked the division winners. And when I said I don't think the Cincinnati Bengals would make the playoffs, you were shocked, and a lot of other people were shocked. I have to look at the record last year. The Cincinnati Bengals were 10-7. That's not dominating. They got on a run. They got hot. They got into the playoffs, and they won some tough football games. But Joe Burrow was sacked more than any quarterback last year and was able to get into the playoffs. And, coming into this season, they made a lot of upgrades on their offensive line. They got La'el Collins. They got Ted Karras. They got Alex Copper. They got Jonah Williams, who was the number one pick for them, number 11, coming out of Alabama playing left tackle. But he's still getting sacked. And just being 10-7, when you look at the Baltimore Ravens, they had injuries on both sides of the football. Lamar Jackson was hurt. All three of their running backs were hurt. They lost both of their cornerbacks. I thought that they would be back ready to go. And I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers, being able to get into the playoffs last year, despite having a quarterback, having a lot of injuries themselves, I thought they would be competitive, and I picked them number 2. And thus far, the Cincinnati Bengals are struggling pretty much the way I thought they would be.
Now, a team that is looking a lot better than I ever expected. You got Trevor Lawrence, who went 25 for 30 last week against the Colts defense, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a rough rookie year. Urban Meyer is left. This Jags football team just looks a lot different. Are they actually going to be pretty good?
Sure. I thought they would be competitive, and we talked about that division. I thought the Colts would be 1. I thought the Titans would be right there with number 2 with the Jags. I did think the Jags would be right there to compete. But having Doug Peterson over Urban Meyer, I think it really saved the career of Trevor Lawrence. I think if you have Urban Meyer there, Trevor Lawrence, you see how he struggled. Now you move on for him. You got Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He works very well with quarterbacks. He was a backup quarterback in the National Football League, most of his career behind Brett Favre, and then he went on with the Eagles. So he understands quarterbacks. And I think him, tooling and showing Trevor Lawrence how to play the game has helped. You got Travis Etienne. He missed last year. He was a teammate of Trevor Lawrence at Clemson. James Robinson is the other running back. They run well together. And they made a lot of moves in the offseason in free agency. You already had Marvin Jones Jr., who you got him a couple years ago from the Lions. You get Jay Jones, you got Christian Kirk, and you get Evan Ingram at a tight end. That's a lot of weapons for Doug Peterson to be able to work with. And he's done a tremendous job. I still think it's going to come down to the last week of that division. That division is always competitive, but it's not surprising that Doug Peterson has this football team playing well.
Man, Doug Peterson, just getting it done down in Jacksonville. Now, the man in Denver, Russell Wilson, Broncos, let's ride. I'm kind of curious because a lot of Denver fans right now are probably shocked at how that offense looks. Nathaniel Hackett is definitely, I think, a big reason for that. He's doing horrible things late in games, not being very decisive. But who is the real Russell Wilson? Is he the Super Bowl winning quarterback? Is he the guy who's going to lead them to the promised land? Or right now at this stage in his career, is he just another good quarterback?
I think right now Russell Wilson is that guy. He's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, he's a guy that's been the face of the Seattle Seahawks. And when you look at his talent, he had a chance to beat Manning and Brady in back-to-back years. You give the football back to Marshawn Lynch. He wins back-to-back Super Bowls. Instead, you want to run a rub route, and Malcolm Butler intercepts the football. Now he's going to a different team. When you talk about Nathaniel Hackett, I mean, your coach has to be to put your players in positions to win football games. And as of now, I'm not sure that Nathaniel Hackett can wear 2 hats, being the head coach and being the offensive coordinator. And I think that's going to be a situation that has to iron itself out because Russell Wilson still has the talent. If he didn't have the talent, you wouldn't have given him the contract extension that you gave him. It's going to take some time. I thought they would be playing a lot better than they are now, but it just shows that you have to gel. And I think Russell and Nathaniel Hackett, they have to get on the same page as far as what they can do and get a good offensive game plan and utilize the talent that they have. But right now, Nathaniel Hackett as an offensive coordinator, it's a huge question mark right there. But I think they'll get it together. But the thing is, their division is so competitive. They don't have a lot of time to get it together because you got the Raiders that's in that division and the Chargers. Man, they look very good. And we know about Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, we got a good game this weekend, and I'm not just talking about the Bills and the Dolphins. We got Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Tampa Bay right now, they've had the issues with their offensive line, still done nothing but win football games. Now it feels like everybody and their grandmother has been out on the wide receiving core. They had to go and sign Cole Beasley off the street. Chris Godwin's out. Julio Jones is questionable. Mike Evans is suspended. Can Tom Brady beat Aaron Rodgers in this amazing matchup with all of his weapons gone?
Well, I have to give it to Tom. I mean, I love Tom Brady. It's hard to bet against Tom. I actually thought last week that the Saints would find a way to win that game, but old Jameis Winston showed up and threw 3 picks. I think the offense was already struggling, especially the continuity on the offensive line. It's just tough in the National Football League to lose weapons, and not having Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is not healthy 100%. He's still questionable. He didn't practice earlier today. Julio Jones, you can tell that it's late in his career. You know, he's off the field injured more than he's been on the field the past 2 or 3 years. And signing Cole Beasley, trying to get him ready to play, would be a place where Tom can throw the football to. But there's just not a lot of weapons to throw. Russell Gage is there. I like Russell Gage, and you got Rashad Perriman. But overall, I think it's going to just be too much with the struggles on the offensive line and not have the weapons to throw the football to. It's going to be tough because Tom Brady likes to get the football out of his hands. He's not going to have a rapport with Cole Beasley and not just having his favorite receiver, Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. It's going to be tough. I think they lose this football game to the Packers. The Packers, look at last year. They got killed by the Saints in the first game. I think it was 38-3. And what did they do? They finished 13-4. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's who he is. He'll get this football team together. They'll gel together. That defense is going to come together. Give me the Packers.
Man, I'm fired up to see this Bucks Packers game, 3:25, of course, on Fox this Sunday. Can't wait to watch it all. I love all these games, but I can't believe I'm saying this. It's been a long time since I've been excited about a Giants-Cowboys game. Giants-Cowboys go up this week on Monday Night Football. Who you got?
Oh, man, that's a great matchup, and that's one of those old AFC East matchups. Neither team like one another. I just like what the attitude that Brian Daboll has brought, the new attitude, the confidence that he's brought to this team, and they feel like that they can win. And right now, Saquon Barkley is looking like the Saquon Barkley before his ACL injury. Daniel Jones, he's not, throwing for 250, 300 yards, but he's protecting the football, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he's right close to 100 QBR rating. I think the Cowboys, they played a very good game last week. I think Cooper Rush showed that he's a reliable backup. I think he left off where he did last year. I think they're going to have to run the football, get Tony Pollard outside, throw some quick passes to him, but they're going to have to win on their defense. I think it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be one of those AFC showings, but I'm going to say at home, the Giants find a way to beat the Cowboys. This is Rush's second week starting. New York is a tough place to play, and I think he's going to make some mistakes. I think that's going to be the difference in the game at the quarterback position. Give me the Giants.
I'm actually in there, and I also feel like, with the way they can run the ball with Saquon Barkley this year, because Saquon is back, that he's going to neutralize a little bit of that Cowboy rush that they get all up in that they're going to get up in people's faces, because number 11 from heaven, he comes around the corner and just smokes people, Micah Parsons. But I feel like with Saquon running, if Barkley can run downhill on the Cowboys, that'll be a big thing, a big factor in that game. Now, Tua is out in full force. Everybody is loving on Tua right now. Again, Bills, Dolphins play this weekend. I'm kind of wondering, who is making this machine go? Is it all those weapons that Miami got? Is it Mike McDaniel, their new head coach, or is it Tua?
I think you have to start with Mike McDaniel. It's going to be all of them, but Mike McDaniel coming over, then you get the weapons for him, at his disposal for him to be able to throw the football to. It just opens it up. When he was at San Francisco, using Deebo Samuels and how he was able to to get his running backs to line up outside. He get his tight ends to line up at running back positions. He switched things up. He has so many different formations. I was excited to see what he was going to be able to do with the plethora of weapons that he had. You got Mostert in the backfield. You also got Chase Edmonds. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Jalen Waddle. And Tua Tagovailoa, I think a lot of people fail, and they fail to remember when he's at Alabama, the weapons that he had. Tua Tagovailoa was just getting the football out of his hands. And I talked about it at the beginning of the season. He doesn't have to throw the football 70 yards. He doesn't have to throw the football 80 yards. Just get the football out of his hands and let his weapons work for him. And that's what he's doing. Last week, 469 yards, 6 touchdowns with just 2 picks. And the week before against New England, against a Bill Belichick football team, 270 and 1 touchdown, no interception. So I think it's all of them, but it started by hiring the right head coach, and they went out and made the trade. When they got Tyreek Hill, that right there was the last piece of the puzzle that they need offensively. Tua Tagovailoa is playing the way I thought that he would play. He has an offense that he can run. He understands it. He's comfortable, and he's getting the football out of his hand, and then his playmakers make plays for him.
Man, Dolphins look good. Bills look good. They play this weekend. Who you got?
Oh, man. This is an old AFC matchup. I mean, you know, when I was in the league and young player coming to the league, you know, you got Dan Marino with the Dolphins. You got Marv Levy going against Don Shula, Jim Kelly, Richmond Webb, offensive line for the Dolphins going against Bruce Smith. You had Thurman Thomas. You had Brian Cox. I just couldn't wait to go against those teams and play against them. I think it's going to be the same type of game. Defensively, the Bills are going to be tested against these weapons. But I think the difference is I think Josh Allen will be able to put his team in position. I think in the end it's going to be one of those shootout type of games. Give me the Bills. But this is a tough matchup for the Bills because the Dolphins have shown that they can score a lot of points and they can come from behind. It'll be tough, but give me the Buffalo Bills.
Man, Russell, I appreciate your time so much. I know you had a great game last week because that was a very scary football game you called for your university. Great work on the broadcast. I hope this weekend is not as nearly as scary as North Texas and Memphis play at 2:30. You back on the call this week?
Hey, man, looking forward to it, man. You know, I think the Tigers have a good thing going offensively and defensively. They're trying to go 3-0. I think defensively they can go ahead and get off the field third down, and offensively they can get a balanced attack. I think they can win three in a row.
Man, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy all the football. We'll do it again next Wednesday. That is Russell Copeland. Be blessed, my brother.
All right, Johnny.
That is my good buddy. And you know what else? I got so many good buddies in this world. Russell Copeland's a baller shot caller, but so is my buddy also Dr. Starr. Not related to Dustin Starr. Did you know that? They're not related. But they are stars. They are different stars. And Mid-South Neuropathy and Wellness Center, it could be the star in your life. They're at 5118 Park Avenue, Suite 209. They're open from 9 to 1 and then 3 to 6, Monday through Thursday. So they open back up in 33 minutes. You head over there, say you heard it on the radio. You can get 4 treatments for $99. That includes hopping on the shaker. That includes getting massages from Q. That includes laying on the spinal decompression table or doing rehab or electrolysis or going in there and having Dr. Starr use his magic hands. Mid-South Neuropathy and Wellness Center. Give them a call, 901-495-2320. That's 901-495-2320. Find out what Dr. Starr can do for you. Hardenwood on the other side, and we've got some funny stuff. Will the commercial with the TO on Monday night, will it work on air, Jay?
I don't think it's so much of a visual gag. I think we could tweet it out. And you described it really well, too. Like, you described what happened really well. I think we should tweet it out and have people watch it.
Oh,
and
you're
then
so
Anthony
nice.
Edwards. I don't think we can play that one.
No. I know for a fact we can't put that one on the radio. But I'm just saying, do you see why I was laughing that they're comparing the Monday Night Football thing to Anthony Edwards with what he said?
I think it was a great commercial, to be honest. I mean, I don't know.
I thought it was a great commercial.
You and I are both men, probably not the perspective that was complaining about it, but I thought it was a good commercial.
I don't know. I showed my girl that this morning. She thought it was hilarious.
As a fan of both television, John, and football, the NFL specifically, 10 out of 10.
I agree. 10 out of 10. We had Hardwood on the other side on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkham for Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. Thinking about buying a new or used car or truck? Remember, the selection's better and the savings are bigger at Sunrise. Over 600 new cars and trucks to choose from. Factory rebates up to $2,000 and interest rates low as 0%. Bad credit? It's okay. At Sunrise, we've got a financing plan for everybody. SunriseMemphis.com. We're saving you money. It's just a way of doing business. Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville. We make it fun to buy a car again. Check out the all-new Sunrise Truck Corral. Huge selection of nothing but trucks. All makes, all models, all prices, all trucks, all the time. Next to Sunrise Wolf Chase.
Attention sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite leagues, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you with the tables. You need a sportsbook with integrity, longevity, and you need to know you're gonna get paid. You need a sportsbook that offers everything, including live betting, MMA, golf, horses, esports, and all kinds of crazy bets. Call today at 1-800-79-BET-US. That's 1-800-79-BET-US, and they will walk you through setting up an account. Nobody in the industry gives better bonuses than BetUS. Join now. Mention BetUS 2022, and you can get up to 200% in bonuses on your first deposit. Nobody beats that. Head to BetUS.com and join today. That's BetUS, where the game begins.
You've got bugs. What's your move? A rattly can? Or a simple spritz? Bugs near your kids and pet? Will it be ingredients you can't pronounce? Ew. Or essential oils? Bother the bugs, not your family. Zevo uses essential oils which attack bugs' biological systems, so Zevo kills bugs, plus is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo. People friendly. Bug deadly. Now at a store near you.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Swerving, speeding, and reckless driving can leave you in your own dust. Drag racing has its consequences. You can lose your driving privileges, your vehicle, face jail time, or even lose or take a life. So slow down, Memphis. The life you save may be your own. Brought to you by the Memphis Police Department, Traffic Operations.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. It is a beautiful hump day. Big thanks to Dustin Starr, to Russell Copeland for all joining us today as we've been talking about all kinds of things from Aaron Judge 60th home run of the season. Hit it last night. Dramatic fashion as the Yankees got a walk-off grand slam from Giancarlo Stanton. And the young boys from City College in New York gave the ball away for free.
CCNY.
CCNY. By the way, just got a great text from Matt. Matt says this: I would never give that ball up for free. The Yankees would have paid for it, or Aaron Judge should have paid for it. The Yankees won't even give you a beer for free. They make you pay for everything. I would return the favor. Woo, I agree.
You did. You already agreed.
Let me just tell you something. I'm in your corner, Matt. I'm also I'm a very strong capitalist here in this situation. Aaron Judge made himself super rich this year. When he hits 61, 62 home runs, whatever, again, he is a free agent. How big of a contract is this guy going to get? Shoot. 400, 450, what do you think?
The most. And then it will only be surpassed when Juan Soto's contract runs out in 2 years.
Judge.
Although Soto's been terrible, but you think Aaron Judge is good on a contract year? Let's see who Juan Soto on a contract year, John.
You think Juan Soto right now is just having too much fun because he hadn't been to San Diego in a long time? And
chemistry, John. Chemistry with your team. You know, there's factors in baseball we don't consider, maybe.
Here's how I kind of look at it.
Moved across the country.
Josh Bell, first baseman for who? The Nationals. Where did he go?
The San Diego Padres.
Who played in Washington as well? Juan Soto and Josh Bell. They played together.
And they both have.
Can I ask you something? What the hell are you going to do in D.C.? Haven't you seen Chappelle's special? You can't even, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they got a baby selling weed on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? It's not a very exciting
Sounds like
city.
Fun, honestly.
Well, have you never heard the little skit
No,
about,
that
hey,
sounds,
baby.
But that sounds great, though.
Hey, baby, what you doing?
Sounds like there's a lot to do.
Man, I'm selling weed, trying to make money for my family.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a great little
Hard
skit.
Knocks.
It's a great skit. So what I'm saying is they're in D.C. playing for a horrible baseball team. The only thing they could focus on is baseball. Now you're out in San Diego, out there checking out all the ladies, seeing a little surfing maybe. You think their focus could be baseball? And by the way, if you aren't focused on trying to hit a ball coming 98 miles an hour with a little movement, it's not going to be that easy.
Got to be focused, John.
I just think it's a lot easier to focus in D.C. than it is in San Diego.
Maybe it's 2 month jet lag. You ever think of that? Like you get a little jet lag from moving across the country.
Well, man, you know what? Maybe the Chargers should have chartered them a plane because remember they both had to fly commercial. Remember though that they wouldn't send Soto.
That's right.
They wouldn't play for him to go to the All-Star game. They made him fly commercial.
That's right.
To make you feel better, he bumped himself up to first class though.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still commercial.
It's commercial.
How come?
I still think that was. I think that's probably fairly common when like something like that happens when it's just one player. Because like a lot of times players will book it with or jump on the plane with another team or something like that. But I think that his agent, whose name escapes me at the moment, who's a slime bag,
Scott Boras.
Scott Boras, thank you. Definitely put that out in the public for everyone.
All you had to do was say slime bag agent. I knew exactly who you were talking about. Those kids at City College last night.
He also got Jose Fernandez killed. Who's Jose Fernandez's last start? I mean, allegedly killed. I mean, it could have been his fault, maybe not his fault. But Jose Fernandez's last start was yesterday. In whatever year it was.
The one that died in Miami?
Yeah. His last start was, the anniversary of his last start was yesterday.
You know, I was at the restaurant that he left when I was down there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I can see.
That guy was awesome, man.
Dude, I saw the little rock, the jetty that went out there. Yeah, dude. That wasn't good.
Sad situation.
Very, very sad.
He liked the nose candy a little bit.
Yep. I will tell you, though, look how it worked out for Dwight Gooden.
That's right. Not as well for Jose Fernandez. Is that insincere?
I mean, hey, Doc missed his. He did miss his parade.
Keith Hernandez also likes cocaine.
You know that whole team for the Mets liked a lot of yayo.
They did, John. That's
Do you think that is what made the '86 Mets? Is that what's making this team the Mets this year? You think? Are they just hopped up on yay?
No, well, I don't know what Max Scherzer does. He does something to get himself fired up. Maybe it's cocaine.
Jacob deGrom,
sure. I don't know
Pete Alonso,
I don't know about DeGrom.
Starling Marte.
I don't know about the panda bear though. Not the panda bear, the polar bear. Starling Marte, maybe.
Dude, he's called the polar bear. I don't know if you know this,
That's
but
white.
polar bears are white.
That's a
My
fact.
man's out there sniffing gator tails or polar bear polar bear sized copious amounts of cocaine.
Polar bear tails. That polar bear tails aren't big though. I don't think.
I mean, I don't know
I
about
think they're small.
polar bears are pretty big, bro.
Yeah, but their tails though.
I mean, but I'm just saying, compared to like an 8-ball of yayo, I bet a polar bear's tail is bigger than an 8-ball.
8-ball and MJG.
No. I'm talking about an 8-ball yayo.
Oh.
Do you know how many grams it is in an 8-ball?
8.
3.5, man.
John, I don't know a lot of cocaine math. I apologize.
Dude, you never thought you watched all these great shows.
I do, but
just so you know, I only learned this.
But in Scarface, John, they don't talk about 8-balls very much. It's just a comical pile of cocaine on the table.
I would say that's probably like 6 keys on this table. What do you think?
Kilograms is keys?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I think I need to actually start my segment.
The metric system. Johnny Radio's metric system hour.
Hey man, I can go from ounces. Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet because you know what I'm trying to do.
What's that, John?
I'm trying not to. I don't
incriminate yourself.
No, I just don't want to. I don't want to. You know, little entrepreneurs are out there listening. They might think to themselves, "Hey, I'm a little entrepreneur. I want to start a business. This sounds like an easy business to start." No, children, this is bad. But if you do have a business, if you're a business owner, what do you think you should probably do? Well, you should probably make sure that your bottom line is as low as it possibly can be. And you need to, you want to grow your bottom line. How do you grow it? Well, you lower your credit card processing fees. In fact, almost overnight, all of a sudden, you can save 2, 3, almost 4% instantly from just eliminating credit card processing fees. How do you eliminate those? You call Blake Jones, your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Services representative. He's going to work with your business. It doesn't cost you anything. It's risk-free. It's just, like I said, it's free. The only thing you have to do is jot this down, put it in your phone, and then make the phone call. 662-416-5263. 62. You know what? Have you noticed I'm struggling talking today?
Well, numbers are hard, John.
You said that my voice. You said that my throat was getting better. I kind of disagree. 662-416-5262. 662-416-5262. Hit up Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Man, that was loud.
Was it?
Yes. Dave Woloshin could have heard that sucker on when it was so loud.
Wow, are you saying that Dave Woloshin, John, turns his microphone up or turns his headphones up a little loud?
Honestly, him and Greg Gaston, I think that it's a miracle. It's a miracle that they ever hear anybody else talk.
Wow. How about that?
And I'm just saying this is not disparaging. This is just the truth. You know, when I come in here, have you ever seen me put my headphones on before I turn it down by accident?
Yeah, and then you get terrified.
Yeah, it's the scariest thing ever. It's so loud. You know what? That's why I was probably a good parent. I could hear kids sneaking out. You know, all kids try to sneak out the house.
I never did. Did you ever sneak out, John?
All the time. You didn't sneak out?
I did not. I'm an only child, John. If someone leaves the house, everybody knows it. There's only 3 of us.
But how are they going to find out?
We have an alarm, too, so...
You didn't... Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you know that if you unscrew it, you just get a magnet. You put it on the other side of it, and then you just unscrew the windows. And then the magnets hold each other right there, and then you can slide the window open easy peasy, bro. Like, I'm a little Stony MacGyver over here.
And that would be something great, John, if I was still a teenager that wanted to sneak out of the house.
You still lived in your house.
I still live in my home, but you know what I do now if I want to leave?
What do you do?
Hey, I'm leaving. See you guys later.
Oh,
okay.
That's so sweet. And they let you back in.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
I'm an adult, John.
Well,
it's quite popular belief.
I feel like I should teach a class for little Stony MacGyvers out there.
John, I have a couple stories here. First of all, I am entrenched on Twitter. There's a new game coming out called Trombone Champ. I was really trying to find a way to play this sound, but I don't think you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, John. This is my first story.
Oh, my gosh.
Here we go. So my first story here is there's a new game out called Trombone Champ, John, and it's a game where you basically get to play the trombone. And it's like, Guitar Hero, you play the guitar and you play songs, John. So I'm going to play a little song for you here, and all the videos on the internet are hilariously bad. It does not sound anything like the song you're trying to play. So I'm going to play a song for you here, John. It's a song that you know, and I want you to guess what it is, okay?
And this is called the Trombone Challenge?
Trombone Champ.
That doesn't sound like a trombone.
Nailed it.
I feel like I know this, but I don't. Did they play this at the circus?
Yeah, I think so. It's a classic. It's The Entertainer, John. That's a classic. That was not the story I originally planned on going with, but while you were talking to Russell Copeland, I discovered this on the internet. It's taken the internet by storm, and it's absolutely hilarious, John.
No, that is absolutely hilarious. I'll give you that.
Thank you, John. I also have another story if you want one. We talked about this yesterday.
Go right ahead.
Okay, in Arkansas, John, the Beyond Meat.
Are you talking about the nose biter?
COO was arrested for biting a man's nose after the Razorback game near Razorback Stadium. How did he get his mouth on his nose, John?
Oh, well, he went through his window.
Oh!
Yeah.
Gross.
I know. Dude, you know why he got mad?
Why?
Because he got cut off after an Arkansas football game.
So
could you imagine if Arkansas actually
the
lost
driver's
that game?
window. You were serious. He went through the driver's window to bite his nose.
Oh, he really did. The dude cut him off.
lunatic.
He got out of the car. He ran over there. Dude went through the window and bit a man's nose.
Let's play a game, John. Drunk or high on cocaine?
I would say actually probably both.
Oh, combo.
Because number one, actually, this is the interesting part. If he's on coke, he's probably not hungry. But if he's angry, if he's so drunk that he's using coke to stay up and not pass out, it might still make him a little bit hungry. Could be you could be basically like a zombie. You know what I'm saying?
Or he was just so angry he didn't know what to do. I'll bite his nose.
Man, I just don't understand. How can a person that sells meat that isn't meat?
Beyond meat. It's not just meat, John. It's beyond meat.
It's like plant-based meat, right?
It has to be.
Or do they just grow it out of a petri dish?
No, I think you're right. It could be grown out of a petri dish.
You know that Kim Kardashian's a spokesperson for Beyond Meat?
You're lying.
I swear she is.
So pretty much
Google that, Sean. You sit there. Let me tell you something. Kim Kardashian is so offended by this that she literally said that she's like, I don't know if I can still support Beyond Meat if he's biting people's noses.
Wow. Kim Kardashian is Beyond Meat's chief taste consultant.
Told you.
CTC.
Told you. And by the way, what's that girl ever put in her mouth? Never mind. Don't say
Ray
anything
J's
about
penis.
Stop. Do not say that.
John, I got another story for you. I'm all chocolate.
Hold on. Time out. I got one more for you.
Go ahead.
This is just to come off of Kim Kardashian.
Gross.
It's to talk about her sister, Khloe. Do you know who she is?
I do.
Which one is she?
She's
the one that's always getting cheated on.
Oh, well, yeah, you could say that, John. I was going to make the old late night joke that it was popular in 2010. She's the ugly one.
Yeah.
But you can't say that anywhere. It's inappropriate. I'm sorry. I apologize. Send your letters to me. It was my bad. Don't send them to John. I shouldn't have said that.
At J. Morgan Harder.
Yeah, please. Okay, go ahead, John.
Well, I will say this. She went on TV last night. Did you know she's still on TV?
I did know that.
Well, she's on her show, and I'm wondering, is she doing it for TV because she broke down in tears and was crying about how hard it was to be her because all of her men cheat on her? Well, dude, how do I say this politely? Obviously, you ain't doing something right if everybody cheats on you. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's
the opposite of slut shaming. It's
Let's go to pep talk.
It's girlfriend shaming. Oh, it's a pep talk.
That's a pep talk. I'm trying to say you need to look at. You know what everybody else wants to blame. Here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
People always want to blame somebody else for their problems. Do they not? Sometimes you just got to look in the mirror and figure out what's up with you. It's 90% you and 10% what happens to you.
I agree. I agree, but I'll say it this way. I think I got a better way to say it. It's not something she's doing wrong within the relationship. Pick different guys. Maybe it's the men you're picking.
It's exactly.
Maybe you're picking the wrong.
That's what I was saying.
Type of
Look
person.
in the mirror and say, what do I want? Do I want a multi-million-dollar ex-athlete?
Or do I want someone
who's got Instagram women pounding his DMs like it's going out of style?
I meet somebody, I have a genuine connection with them. We get to know each other. We fall in love. Boom.
Christian Mingle, J-Date. What is that?
Blind Date. That's one we date, but they're not blind.
By the way, just so you know, I am opening up a website for blind people, and it's going to be called Blind Date.
John, I got one more story. I know we got to go to break here. Rudy's Can't Fail Cafe in Emeryville. You familiar with Rudy's Can't Fail Cafe, John?
No, sir.
Well, it failed. They closed their doors after 20 years.
Oh, man, that's so sad. Don't you dare touch that dial. We got to close things out on a beautiful Wednesday on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Have you been looking for a cigar lounge that's laid back and offers style and a full bar and a great selection of cigars? Now let me tell you about the G-Spot Cigar Lounge, Memphis's premier cigar lounge offering a wide selection of cigars, open 7 days a week starting at 12 noon for your smoking pleasure. Come kick back, enjoy a beer or a cocktail and a cigar while watching sports on one of their several TVs. G-Spot Cigar Lounge on Instagram and Facebook at the G-Spot Memphis, located at 6135 Mount Moriah Road, Suite 116.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $69.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Need, want, dream about a new ride? We got it at Gossett Kia on the Pike. 2023 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive super new SUV. Only $257 a month, 36-month lease, $29.99 due at signing. Looking for luxury and performance? 2023 Kia K5 LXS sedan. We got it at $293 a month, 36-month lease, $31.99 due at signing. If you don't see what you want, not a problem. Let Bobby J order a new ride for you today. Plus, Gossett Kia is come equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
$650 acquisition fee, $30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Seltos P 738 6423, MSRP 25325, K5 950 6883, MSRP 26860. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/1/2022. Dealer stock only.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm sorry, I can't operate on that vehicle.
But doctor, you took an oath.
That RV, it's my son's RV.
Oh, doctor, isn't there anything you can
I'm
do?
not a miracle worker, Sheila. I'm an RV surgeon, trained to save the lives of large injured recreational vehicles, which is definitely a real profession.
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. We had Aaron Judge hit number 60. We got Albert Pujols 2 away from 700. Can you believe this man's got 19 home runs this year? Came
Wow.
back to the Cardinals, has been balling and shot calling. I sure hope he gets to number 700. Got an opportunity to possibly see Albert tonight. You know that, right?
That's right.
You know how come? Because Cardinals play baseball. Did you know they play baseball like almost every day, right?
That's right.
They play the Padres. Reason I think the Cardinals are a good play tonight. Did you know they got blanked last night by the Padres? Padres won 5-0 over the Cardinals. Come on, Albert. Hit 699 and then hit 700. But if you want to hit 100, and I'm talking about your health, your wellness, your lifestyle, go to 3670 South Houston Levee Road in Collierville. That is Hemp 2.0. You can go online to shophemp20.com. You can check out all their products. I love everything in there. You can find out what Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, THCO, VP, THCA, HHC, CBG, all these letters can do for you. Find out how hemp can change your life. Right now, they are constantly getting in new products. They literally work with everybody. I think they have more people working at Hemp 2.0 than Willy Wonka had at his chocolate factory. They have THC shots. They're quick. They're fast-acting. They absorb in your body really quickly. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, you got a nice buzz on and a big old smile. They got caramel popcorn, 200 milligram total of THC and CBD. It's all the fun without the paranoia. You can sit there, you can watch you a movie, eat you some popcorn, and you'll feel ripe as rain. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. Or do you like cereal? They got cream cookies. That's Delta 9 THC, THCO. They have strawberry cream. They also have Vroom Vroom, which looks like Fruity Pebbles. They have drinks. Do you know what tomorrow is? It's a Thirsty Thursday. Go in there and buy any of their products. Get you one of their Odyssey mushroom seltzers or their HHC seltzers with CBD and CBG. How about the Delta 8 seltzer? It's basically perfectly healthy. It's a substitute for beer, 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 calories, and amazing buzz. That's Him 2-0, 3670 South Houston Levy Road. For Jay Morgan, I'm John Harden. I hope y'all get out there, make this world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Guns & Ammo has a full line of pro shot